Hello and welcome to the fourth video in the emisCAD introductory video series. In this video we're going to create a new site and a space within that site. So this will require us to going into the site management module, creating the site, and then we'll create a new drawing and then create the space in the drawing. So first of all we're going to go into the site module and we'll locate the region in which we want to create the new site and press the new site button on the toolbar. Then we just need to enter the minimum information. As you can see, the region is fixed to industrial. We'll enter the site reference and minimum information being the name and the address with the postcode, and we'll press save. So at save time it automatically creates a drawing folder for us and sets the context to the site code, as you can see in the bottom right, that is reflected there, as well as looking at the properties of the folder here we can see that it's set to the site reference. So we're finished here. We can now go into emisCAD. We'll go to the desktop and launch emisCAD, and when emisCAD is launched we then presented with a new drawing. Now we have to perform some preparation here because at the moment we've got no standard layers, so we're going to run the refresh layer group command, which will then import the required layers, and we'll just hide that. Now I'm going to use the previous drawing and copy in some common information like the title block and other components that we want to reproduce across drawings, so we'll just accelerate that. And I'm now going just to perform a quick save to the new drawing folder that was created earlier, and we'll give the drawing an appropriate name. So now we can now start entering the emis information. So the first thing we need to do is choose the site code that we created earlier, and we now need to enter a building. Yes, we'll enter a title for the drawing, insert a building and enter the building code. Now a building has to have a floor, so we then hit the plus sign and press insert after selecting the row header, and then select the floor code from the predefined set of floor codes, which can be customized to suit you. So now we've got the basic emis information in the drawing. We can now start creating a space. Now the first thing we need to do is to create a closed polyline. Once that's created, we then run the region command and convert that to a region. Then we hatch the region, and I'm just going to choose one of the previously created custom hatch patterns, and we're going to make it less dense by increasing the scale to 500 and close the hatch, making sure that it remains an associative hatch. Then go back to the emis ribbon tab and press a new space button, which will then prompt you to select the hatch that will become the space. So we'll select the hatch that we created just now, and you can see here that the site code is already identified from the drawing properties that we entered earlier. The building code, currently we only have one to select, so we select that building and we then find that the default floor code is selected. We enter the room code and choose a room status and a room type. We won't enter any occupancy information at this point, and we'll then just save. So now we have the spatial data saved into the drawing. And I'm just going to perform a quick save. You see the save button on the quick launch bar at the top is a quick save. Now I'm just going to explain the difference here by looking at the general spaces report, and we can see here at the moment that the emis system doesn't know anything about this new drawing information that we've just created here, so we have to come back to the drawing and perform a full save, which will export the information from the drawing to the emis database. And now we have basically performed the process of creating spatial information in a drawing and published it to the database.